Thank you. All right, it's now my privilege to introduce to you our keynote speaker. Last year we ran short on time. I promised I wouldn't do that to him this time. Take your time. It's again a privilege to introduce to you Mr. Bruce B. Novak. At our local VA clinic. That's the one on the top of commercial.
Got a couple of messages, especially for you who are in uniform. The rest of you civvies can listen in because they're the ones that I want to get to. Now I have to say that we got the sergeant over here who's his second command of platoon. Got a sergeant right here who's the squad leader, takes us out, hoops around. Colonel, he's in charge of the battalion, 4 companies. She's in charge of the air raids. But the colonel and I have been there and done that. We both carry Purple Hearts. We've been shot up, blown up, and messed up. So we know what it's like. The other 2, they've been there too. The events you saw up there were real. I'm sure you all saw those Marines putting that American flag in and putting that up there. 6 people. The last guy had to be a corpsman like me, Navy combat paramedic with the Marines. I think he's the last one that died. That is a photo to remember for the rest of your life on World War II. There are other things in there also. For you that are in the ROTC, let me tell you guys, there were no girls when I was there. Back in the 60s, you didn't exist in the combat area. So guys and girls, the fact of life is I suggest with your leader's approval that you read Black Hawk Down. There are military people in there who put their lives on the line in Somalia. And the colonel gave the order to the sergeant who passed it down to the squad leader, you gotta go across that little road between these 2 buildings. And they know they're gonna get their butt shot off, but it's their job. It is their job to get across that street. And you know that's going to be blind, you can't see it. And if I were a man pointing, I'm walking this way down the street, and I got buildings on both sides and above me, and I don't know what's going on. But you know my favorite saying? They got my 6. They've got my 6. Because they're covering my 180 behind me as I'm moving up, and I know they're there. But it's my job to move out, to get it done. We can see movies around and, you know, they're movies. They're made in Hollywood. Some of them aren't. Hamburger Hill wasn't. The choice of you being in the military is like the chief, like the sergeant, like the colonel. They came in a little bit after me. I was in the early 60s when they really got the troops in country. And it was messy. Living in the jungle, shooting, having my brothers hit, go down. But I had to go out and take care of my brother who's sitting here who fought a round or 2 rounds or 3 rounds. And get him assessed, treat him, stabilize him, and medevac. Because there's nobody else. You gotta do it. And you know, if you carry a little black 45, you're a target. Whenever you're out there, they always look for the 45 or nobody carrying a rifle. So life over there was surprisingly unexpected is what you're looking for. Oh, I don't hear anything. All the group, we're not politically correct here, are we? We are? Okay. All the enemies are hiding behind the leaves, the elephant leaves. You can't see them, but they're there. And you've always got to be on the lookout for it. Now, I don't know which service you want to pick. I'm sure you know from what you saw up there, who you saw, which service you may want to pick. If you pick the Army or the Marines or the National Guard, you could very well be right up there at the front going into combat. Get an education, go into the service, and do the job that you're given or that you want. Do it to the best of your ability, because if you're out with a sergeant on a squad detail or reinforced squad doing something, and you guys get hit and it's a weak point in the perimeter for the colonel, he's got to worry about that because he's got four companies that are supposed to be doing their things. Your dedication to the military is needed now. I see all the troops coming back now that stepped on bombs, stepped on booby traps, vehicle got blown out, they're missing appendages. It wasn't that bad when I was there. But it's getting worse now, so you've got to consider, when you're going out there, that's what you could be heading into. And I'm sure that everybody here, the military and the civilians, would give you a hand for making that decision. I do. From my point of view, I joined the Navy like the chief. I was in Key West Naval Hospital and I got orders. Woo! We did combat paramedic in the Marine Corps. Marine Corps, now they're a division of the men's department, of course. And yes, Colonel. And I ended up out there walking the same place this Marine did in the jungle. And I never ran into that 10-foot fence you guys hit. I never hit that. But we stuck together. He's my brother. I'm walking behind him. I'm taking care of him. And I'm protecting him as best I can. That's my job. Whether I like it or not, that's what this is to him. Colonel knows about it. We're both carrying Purple Hearts. You've been in the wrong place at the wrong time. We got shot up, beat up, and messed up. But we're still here alive. He's got this again, too. All right. So he and I both know what death is because we've been very close to it besides bullets going by our ears. It's not something you see on TV that everything comes out fine in the end. Because in the end, there are going to be problems. See it there. I don't know how many of you will experience it in combat, which are the feelings you choose to win. But it happens. And I think, the colonel does too, and Sarge, we're going into Rocky. It means you're interested in it. It's not just a uniform to wear that's well pressed, stand at attention, salute. All that goes into beginning. You're gonna have to get into the nitty-gritty later on. And it's not drop and give you. Take your weapon, make sure it's clean, it's clear, your mag's full, you got a mag in it, you got spare ammunition, you got food. A good meat, good team. Because that's what you're going to be doing going out here. I think I said enough. I'm getting the front looking at me. Thank you for going into ROTC. Thank you for being here because that shows you're interested. But know what you're getting into. and we thank you.